open debate tonight, means first question and then we go into a straight debate. You don't need to take my permission to come into the debate. Of course, everyone must be heard and not everyone must speak at the same time. Mr. Raghul, welcome back. Sabha Naqvi, political editor of Outlook, welcome back. Hartosh Singwal, political editor of Caravan, welcome back. Aman Sinha, welcome back. And taking on Aman Sinha, no, it's not America in Narayanan, it's Brajesh Kalappa. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad somebody brings a smile to everyone's face. Okay. By the way, he said hell no yesterday. After hell, yeah. Brajesh Kalappa, my first.
Heard that or not?
Yeah.
I think.
Aman Sinha, it seems you're missing him.
You should invite him in one of the shows next time.
Yes. And we'll tell him you invited him on our behalf.
With him again.
Should we go with the first question, Mr. Sinha? My first question is to the Congress party tonight.
Please, Arnab.
Brajesh Kalappa, most Congress leaders privately told me it would be better if Raghul Gandhi quit than if G K Vasan quit. Do you agree with me on that? With them on that?
First of all, Arnab, I don't think any leader of any consequence has told you that.
Well, several Congress leaders said that it would be better if Raghul Gandhi quit than if G K Vasan quit.
Well, several BJP people are saying that they're not happy with Mr. Modi. So
who's saying so?
Who's telling me? So
is there a problem? Is a serious problem now in your party?
Comes on record.
Congressmen might be unhappy with Modi ji, but not anyone from BJP. We are all proud that he's Prime Minister of our country.
Let me tell you this, Arnab. First, that we have lost an election on the 16th of May.
Not an election, many elections, all elections.
All elections where we have had power for beyond 10 years. All elections, yes. But we've been in power for beyond 10 years in each of these places. All India, we were in power for 10 years and beyond. And in Maharashtra, we were in power for 15 years. Haryana, we were in power for 10 years. So what's the big issue about this? I mean, anti-incumbency, are you saying that anti-incumbency doesn't exist?
I'm saying that Rahul promised and failed, that Rahul has failed. And many people feel Rahul has failed. More and more people are saying there's no space for merit in the Congress party. You acknowledge that?
After 10 years,
why
if somebody fails, Arnab, it's not going to be held against him.
So this is a new argument that we have...
After 10 years in power, if somebody fails...
So I understand what you're saying. So let's go.
It's a failure of Raghul Gandhi. That Kalappa will not accept.
Yes, open debate. First person coming in. Yes, Mr. Raghul.
It's a slap on the political leadership of Mr. Raghul Gandhi.
No, the leadership of Mr. Raghul Gandhi is something which the Congress party will decide. Each congressman will decide, not Mr. Rajgopal.
He dissolved.
Mr. Rajgopal is not a congressman.
That is why he has been thrown out. Mr. G K Vasan has been saying
he's not somebody who has any affection for the Congress party. So why should Mr. Rajgopal's view matter at all in the matter?
He did not go for alliance. He gave the seat to Kanimozhi. 5 MLAs
is in fact on the other side of the fence. So why should we really bother about Mr. Rajgopal's view?
It is only a matter
so it doesn't. No, one second. So tonight the Congress. No, one second.
Arnab?
1 second. So the Congress spokesperson says we don't care.
Can I just say?
No, 1 second. Sabha. The premise at this point, 2 minutes into the debate is Congress spokesperson says we don't care.
Rahul Gandhi, not Rajgopal. Leave alone Rajgopal. He does not care about Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, Sabha.
Arnab.
No, 1 sec. Let's get Sabha in and then I'll come.
Arnab, I've been talking to Congress leaders specifically. If you'd allow me, Mr. Rajgopal, I have been talking to Congress leaders. Arnab, there are two types of people left in the Congress right now. There is a lot who owe their appointments in Delhi to the family and they are scared. Mr. Chidambaram cannot get back into the Rajya Sabha. Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad cannot get back. If they don't get 13 seats, a particular number in Jammu. There is a whole generation of leaders who have no future because they're losing ground in the states. In Tamil Nadu is a particular state where there is a certain ascribed vote share of the Congress. And let there be no doubt that all the Congress leaders from the states who hope to win elections have no faith left in the family. They are at the wit ends, they don't know what to do. So there are two types of people. There are those who are hanging on to straws, that is whose appointments depend on it, who are hoping somehow that some Rajya Sabha nomination comes through. There is another type who thinks that in time there will be anti-incumbency, that they should have bases in the states. And that is what is going on. Rahul Gandhi, there has never been, in my reporting experience, and I've checked this out with people, such a huge crisis in the post-emergency era.
Okay,
after the Congress, for the Congress party. There is no credibility left for Rahul Gandhi. Priyanka, who they hope for, is being sunk by the Robert Vadra.
What Sabha is trying to make out is that the Congress party is infested with opportunists, and opportunists who are, trying to somehow make their way to the top.
She didn't use the word opportunist. She didn't use the word opportunist.
Of course, without saying that we were all opportunists, she said as much.
No, she didn't use the word opportunist.
Without saying that we were all opportunists.
She didn't. No. Watch it. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. 1 minute, Sabha. No. 1 second. Aman, before you come in, 1 second. Just calm down 1 second. Aman Sinha.
I mean, why would I call them opportunists?
No. She did not.
Get in Rajya Sabha, you can't get senior.
No. What she said, Brajesh Kalappa, I think you're being touchy without reason. Sabha Naqvi is an experienced journalist. She did not use the word opportunist. However, if I may be allowed, Mr. Brajesh Kalappa, and I find today that you realize that you are cornered on the start of the debate, which is why you're beginning to hit back and put words in Sabha's mouth which she did not use. What she was trying to say is...
Congress, Arnab. Congress cannot answer because they lost G K Vasan. In another weeks to come, they are going to lose many leaders.
So what she was trying to say...
we know which side of the divide Mr. Rajgopal is.
No, let's not
This is not some secret. It's not a state secret that Mr. Rajgopal is veering
Everyone
towards the
will
right.
dissent Congress.
Everybody knows this.
Because it's a jolt to
what's the
Mr.
big
Raghul
issue on
Gandhi's
this?
leadership.
Okay,
because
so what...
Mr. Raghul Gandhi did not accommodate Mr. G K Vasan as a shipping minister.
The more Mr. Rajgopal speaks against Rahul Gandhi, the more Rahul Gandhi's hands are strengthened.
What is that stand of Rahul Gandhi?
Then they feel that
He
Mr.
went to Tamil Nadu
Rahul Gandhi actually has some caliber.
He did not meet
Is the Congress party...
And he was an ally of you.
One sec.
Congress lost its all relevance in Tamil Nadu.
Sabha said, 1 second, Aman, I'm coming to you, but I want to first explain what Sabha said to Brajesh Kalappa. What Sabha said was this. Sabha says, Sabha is not saying the Congress party is full of opportunists. Sabha is saying the Congress party under the Gandhis is now full of leaders who cannot win half a municipal election on their own. That's what she's saying.
But very
that's what she's saying.
Very strange that we won election after election after election.
Since Rahul came in.
Till 2014, we are under the very same leaders, and today we are incapable of winning an election. This is very strange. This is extremely strange logic.
Now.
The very same people who could win election after election after election till 2014, from 2004, have suddenly lost the ability to lose elections. This is...
Exactly, because the graph of your decline... No. 1 second. The reason is... Okay, Aman has the right to come in. Mr. Rajagopal, a minute. Aman Sinha of the BJP. Go ahead, Aman.
The revolt and mutiny that happened in Congress party today is a evidence of the terminal decline of the Congress party in this country. They put in their worst ever performance in the Lok Sabha elections, and they have repeated it with worst ever performances in state of Maharashtra and Haryana. They are moving from one low to another.
I have already
they
said,
have been uprooted from all the major states. Today they have no cadre, no leadership. Leadership is hiding in cocoons.
Today that his leader is only capable of winning an election where the incumbent government has had more than 10 years.
My friend is not even willing to acknowledge the reality.
Their dear leader, Mr. Modi, is capable of winning an election only in states or places where elections are held after 10 years. So this is the only place where he is capable of winning an election.
Look at where their leaders are. They are not even willing to engage with people. They are not willing to engage with media. They are not willing to engage with their own party leaders.
Whereas your Prime Minister had a single press conference.
The congressmen themselves are not betting on the Congress party.
Has he even held a single press conference?
He have given up on the Congress party.
And he comes and
today
takes
the Congress party is at all-time worst, and there is no hope of any revival. Even the congressmen think and believe that there is no hope of any revival of the Congress party today.
Mr. Kalappa, Mr. Kalappa. First of all, Mr. Rajagopal, and you see, three together, we won't be able to hear each each other. Now, I'm going to be little strict on this
I
subject.
was-
One second.
I
Argue
did
for
not
all
get
as much as you
an
want. No,
interruption.
argue.
I need-
Please argue. But please, if three of you speak together, then the viewer will not be able to actually absorb the debate. Let's be factual, Hartosh. Let's
No,
be
my
factual.
Congress- my
No, let's be
Congress friend was
factual.
speaking. I did
Let's
not
be
interrupt.
factual and let's
They
ask
all
the
kept on
Congress
interrupting
party
me when I was speaking.
whether they are open to discussing the repeated failures of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi spoke of a complete transformation of the system in 2013 at the Chintan Shivir, where he said power is poison and all that gabble. Now, given the way the sequence has played out since then, can Brajesh Kalappa say there is no admission of fault?
Yeah.
And do you feel, Hartosh, if it carries on like this, the whole Congress party is now heading towards a mutiny? Because more and more people are now saying one day there's going to be a vertical split in the Congress party. Hartosh,
My reading is there is nobody left to mutiny.
It's going to be a
There is
Hartosh,
nobody
Hartosh.
left to mutiny.
So if somebody had plans of a
There is quite
Hartosh.
simply
take certain time.
a problem with the Congress party. The reason they tolerate the Gandhis so far was because they felt the Gandhis could deliver electoral success. It has become clear that the Gandhis are now getting to be an electoral handicap. The party is dissolving around the Gandhis. I don't see the possibility of resuscitation from the people left in the Congress. Whether they revolt or not, I think is irrelevant. We are seeing the permanent decline of the party. This people like Mr. Vasan who are leaving are indeed opportunists. They are seeking the right time, the right moment, because if they stay on, they lose more than they gain from
Right.
leaving right now.
So where's the reorganization, Mr. Kalappa? Where's the reorganization? Where's the reorganization?
No, reorganization will happen.
Will happen when?
Will happen, Arnab. But
When?
you see, ever since
When?
May 16th.
No, when?
Please.
No, when?
Ever since May 16th.
No, this is rubbish. One second, Mr. Kalappa. Mr. Kalappa, no, one second. Mr. Kalappa,
See, you don't want to hear an answer from me, then why ask me a question?
I want to factually correct you. Why are you
I'm
getting
trying to
upset?
tell you what the answer is.
I'll
and if
factually
you
correct
don't
you.
have the patience to listen
I
to
have
me,
patience.
then please listen to Mr. Rajgopal.
No, but
He
can I
probably
ask
knows
you-
more about Congress than me.
Mr. Rajagopal, no, one second. Mr. Kalappa, Mr.
Tamil
Kalappa.
Nadu Youth Congress.
No, Mr. Kalappa, on a day when the organization, the system put in place for the local unit in Tamil Nadu is being criticized and your senior leader has quit, do you admit that in 2007, Rahul Gandhi first parroted this line that I'll reorganize the Congress party? What happened since 2007? Where is the reorganization?
This senior leader you're speaking about, Arnab, who says that for 48 years we didn't have Kamaraj rule. For the last, from 38 till 48 years, he was with us and he was perfectly comfortable with the fact that, for 38 years there was no Kamaraj rule. Then suddenly at the 48th year, he realized, no, I'm sorry, there's no Kamaraj rule and there is no, attention being paid to meritocracy. He has suddenly woken up.
No, so why don't you have why don't you have secret ballot voting for the Congress president's position?
No, but
Why don't you have secret ballot voting for the Congress
Can I
president's
just
position?
get in, Arnab?
Arnab, the unfortunate part is that the Congress party is not even willing to acknowledge that they are in complete shambles and disarray. They need resurrection, they need some improvement. But where will they go?
Secret voting?
Their leaders have run away. The cadres are rudderless. Whatever is left, they are completely rudderless.
After 2004,
they do not see any hope of reviving. That is the state of
Atal
affairs.
Bihari Vajpayee lost elections. Did they then have secret
Today
ballot?
Congress
Did
has
they
been
say, okay, we're going to
uprooted
get rid of
in all the
Atal
major
Bihari
states of the
Vajpayee?
country.
What kind of
all the major
new
cities of the
standards are you
country.
setting for
Top
us?
10 states of the country, Congress is nowhere apart from Karnataka. In top 20 cities of the country, Congress is nowhere there.
No, but
they are not even willing to acknowledge the
Are you a
realities.
well-wisher of the Congress party? Why are you
in
speaking
Maharashtra,
in favor of the Congress party?
where the
You're not
Congress
a
party
well-wisher
was
of the
founded
Congress
in Mumbai,
party.
they lost
You'll
deposit.
be very
No,
happy
The
if there is
Congress
a
party,
Congress
which was
Bharat.
founded in
Why are you
Mumbai,
speaking as
they
if you're
lost
a
deposit
well-wisher
in that
of
very
the
same
Congress
seat in
party?
Mumbai.
Do you
This is the
accept?
state of affairs.
Do
But
you
the
accept?
unfortunate part is that
do you
they
accept?
are not
Okay.
even
No,
willing
does-
to
do
acknowledge
you-
the reality.
One second. Do you
Where
accept?
is the scope or any room or any hope for improvement?
Do you
If they are
accept-
not even willing to acknowledge the reality,
Do you
where
ex-
is the scope for improvement?
No,
And therefore, congressmen are deserting the party.
do you accept, Mr. Kalappa, as a Congress party spokesperson, do you accept that Rahul Gandhi is incapable of serious politics? That he cannot hold the Congress party together? Do you accept he has been a failure in political life?
I will accept that, Arnab.
You accept?
The day
Okay,
BJP
Congress party
accepts
spokesperson
that in
accepts that the...
2004
No, okay, sorry.
that's great.
I will accept that the day
Yeah.
BJP accepts that in 2004, when Vajpayee went to Shimla, he said that
My friend
Narendra
is
Modi was
accepting that.
responsible for the debacle of 2004. Let them
No,
accept that. What
Accept
kind of
what?
a question is this?
The question is relevant.
In
Accept what?
2004,
Okay, can I just
when
get in?
Are you
Vajpayee
saying-
was wiped out,
We accept that
when
under
Vajpayee
Prime
was
Minister
wiped out,
Narendra
he said
Modi,
Narendra Modi was responsible.
we are looking
in Shimla.
invincible.
He made a
So
statement.
today
I
we have
want to
put
say
in our
something,
all-time
Mr.
best
Kalappa.
performances.
1 second,
Lok Sabha
Sabha.
and in both these states in Maharashtra and Haryana also.
Sabha.
fact.
Yes,
You know,
Sabha.
Mr.
Accepted widely and
Kalappa,
acknowledged
I just
by
want to say
everybody.
one thing. Please allow me to say one thing, Mr. Kalappa. We all want an opposition.
Please,
I'm
sir.
not
Please,
some
sir.
BJP agent that you're seeing here, sitting here. I'm a journalist. I've been talking to your party leaders. Everyone knows Rahul is a failure and you all carry on. But the tragedy is a problem can be addressed once you get down to it. There are people in the party who are talking about a post-Gandhi era also. I mean, why would I make it up? I'm a working journalist. I want the Congress to be there as an opposition. Nobody wants that. Except the BJP, of course, would like that. But in principle, all of us who value democracy in this country want a healthy opposition. So it's deeply worrying to see you in this condition of denial. Do you know that your party perhaps is not even doing a survey in Jharkhand?
Yeah.
There is such little confidence in your party right now. You know, it is almost
Cadres for them.
amazing. Your party
Somebody-
people
somebody-
say after 10
Mr.
years,
Rajagopalan.
they've never even got any
Regional
central
party.
support.
Brajesh, listen. Brajesh, listen. Brajesh, listen. First of all, we are having a political debate.
Let me just answer.
No, 1 second. We are having a
Let me just
political...
answer what Sabha has said.
No.
Let me just,
Yeah.
because you see, the point is she has made a point against me, not against Mr. Rajagopal.
How?
You see, the point is that when there is a massive earthquake, there are bound to be tremors following it. So I don't think we should be really scared about all the tremors. After a massive earthquake,
Sorry.
these tremors are bound
Sorry,
to
very
happen.
often tremors happen before the earthquake also.
When will you reconstruct?
So what's the big issue on that?
No, very often tremors
After
happen before the
2004,
earthquake.
Didn't the BJP continue till for 10 years without any political office, with losing election after election?
Did the
Then
BJP
nobody
lose?
questioned the BJP.
Did the BJP
No,
lose?
it is
1
evident.
second. Did
It's
the
not
1 second,
only
Brajesh?
Congress party
It's not
No,
only
but the
success.
after the
BJP,
massive
no, I
earthquake
have an
is
answer to
completely
that.
No, one sec- one-
The BJP
Brajesh-
So they are
invented
shaken and
itself.
trembling.
Okay, so tonight, 20 minutes into the debate, the Congress
and
party
let me
spokesperson
just start
extremely
to
angry.
Arnab.
1 second. 1 second. The Congress party spokesperson extremely angry, making a very spirited defense of a person called Rahul Gandhi. However, I would like to point out to the viewers that if you are looking at what Brajesh Kalappa's line of argument is tonight, it is a line of argument which does not recognize certain basic facts about the complete failure. And I'm not saying political incapacitation of his leader called Rahul Gandhi, because the Rahul Gandhi has led the Congress party to 7 out of 7 losses. Under Rahul Gandhi, the Congress party is a fringe player in state politics, leave alone national politics. In Haryana, you have less seats. In Haryana, you have less seats than Chautala. And in Maharashtra, you have less. In Maharashtra, you are at the same level as the NCP.
Of successes, I can prove today that Arnab Goswami has failed in picking up his channel. I can prove to you.
Thank you. I know when it gets personal. Thank you. Please go
I
ahead.
can show this. But
Go ahead.
this
Go ahead. But I'll tell you.
anywhere,
No. But I'll
This
tell
will
you.
not take us anywhere.
But you see.
you're
But you
an
see, Mr.
outstanding anchor.
But you.
Just like that, I must tell you.
Yeah.
I must tell you, Arnab, that please let's be fair to everybody concerned. You can't place 10 years of anti-incumbency on the shoulders of Rahul Gandhi.
Okay,
And
1 second.
He's totally
1 second. 1 second. So I have one thing to say to you, Mr. Kalappa.
No.
No, 1 second. I have one thing to say to you, Mr. Kalappa. No, 1 second. Mr. Kalappa, I have one thing to say to you.
Glory of victory only to Rahul Gandhi.
Mr.
When it
Kalappa.
comes to
Mr.
failure,
Kalappa, no, 1
it should
second.
be left for Congress party.
No, Mr. Kalappa. Mr. Kalappa,
When it is a Congress victory,
Mr.
if in
Kalappa.
isolation, they all sing praises about the Congress leadership, and when it is a Congress loss, they say that why should you blame it upon Rahul Gandhi?
So, Mr.
And Rahul
Kalappa.
Gandhi has gone into some kind of fighting today.
Are you today saying, Aman Sinha, that it was Narendra Modi that caused the government of the BJP in 2004? Are you admitting
What do you mean
today?
by that?
That was what
Mr.
Mr.
Modi was
Vajpayee
Chief
said.
Minister of
Are you
Gujarat.
saying so today? Are you willing to state today that
You
in
are willing an
2004,
incorrect you are saying an incorrect
feel-good
fact.
factor election of Mr.
Please,
Vajpayee was
no
ruined only
amount of
thanks to
incorrect
Narendra Modi. Are you
facts
willing
or
to
your
state it?
concocted,
Are you willing to
statements
state it?
are going
He
to,
said this in a
dispel
signed
the truth
newspaper
that
article.
Congress
He
party
said
is
this
at
to
all-time
Shimla.
low.
He said
It is
this,
moving
to
from
the
one low
Hindu
to another,
newspaper. Are
and
you
the
denying
unfortunate
this?
parties that they are not
denying
even
this?
willing to
Are you
acknowledge the
saying that
reality.
Narendra Modi had
Their
nothing to do
leadership
with
has
the
deserted,
2004
their
election?
cadres have
This
deserted,
is not
and you know,
done,
whatever
Mr.
little has
Sinha.
been left,
Don't behave today as if
they do not
you are
even
very
want to
interested
acknowledge
in
the
our
reality.
survival. You are a
Today,
political opponent.
Arnab,
You are a
when
political
we speak
opponent.
about Congress Mukt Bharat,
And you would be very
we intend
happy
to
if
say
we didn't
that
exist.
we want to overcome these regressive, policies of the government, which was, dividing the nation on basis of caste, creed, and keeping the nation poor. We want to overcome all those hurdles, and that is the principle of Congress Mukt Bharat. And I'm glad that nation is moving towards that.
I don't think we need to be informed on this.
Okay, gentlemen.
No,
one sec. I'm glad both gentlemen have taken a break for a minute. Now, 1 second. I fear tonight, Hartosh, that the Congress party spokesperson has taken this very personally. 1 second, Aman, 1 sec. You see what the Congress party spokesperson does not realize is that the whole centuries and decades of entitlement and dynasty are coming to an end. This is not the India of Turkman Gate, Sanjay Gandhi and of the emergency. Neither is this the India which you are used of, where by virtue of being a Gandhi, you have an entitled position to lead the Congress party. Everyone across the board in the Congress party, in case they are not telling you, Mr. Kalappa is talking about the possibility of a vertical split. Leader after leader is breaking up. It appears a matter of time before the Congress party on its own momentum collapses. And by the way, you talk about this channel. My performance as the editor of this channel is measurable in cold numbers. In terms of the viewership or the number of stories which we break on this channel. I am asking you, the performance of your leader, a person called Raghul Gandhi, is also measurable. Why do you feel embarrassed if the statistics are terrible? If he continues to be rejected by the mandate of the people in election after election. And 1 second, did you see my interview with Raghul Gandhi in the second last week of January? I would like to remind you of a couple of things that Raghul Gandhi spoke at that point of time. What did he speak about? In that interview to me, he said, I'm concentrating on party work. What party work? Losing elections? Allowing the state leadership to disintegrate? What party work is he focusing on? He spoke about empowering the Congress worker. Every time you asked Raghul Gandhi a straight question in that interview, he said empowerment of the Congress worker, taking a bottom-up approach. Tonight, I have a confirmation from nobody less than Mr. Vasan that all of these so-called grand efforts are a failure, that they are a lie, because nobody at the bottom is happy with him today. And you want to just turn around and say, none of these people matter. Who is Mr. Vasan? There is only one truth in the Congress party. That is the Raghul Gandhi truth. None of these people matter. You think Congress leaders are not watching you tonight? You think state after state Congress leaders are not watching you tonight, asking you, are you a Congress party spokesperson or a Gandhi family spokesperson? Mr. Kalappa? And are you sure which side you will be on tomorrow if the vertical split in the Congress happens? No, please. Tamil Nadu, Mr. Kalappa is not an isolated instance.
No, you asked me certain questions.
Tamil Nadu is not an isolated instance. Thank you. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You've asked me certain questions.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm glad I'm sorry I hurt you by saying that.
No, you don't hurt me. I like to put things in context.
You're the number one anchor in the country.
I don't. It doesn't matter, sir.
Just like
it doesn't matter, sir. Please continue.
Me. Okay, I'm just placing
flattery bounces off me, sir, as does criticism. Flattery and criticism from politicians for any self-respecting journalist are both bad. So they don't work on me, sir. Please continue, Mr. Kalappa. Yes.
Great. Yeah. So, Arnab, the first thing is that insofar as Raghul Gandhi was concerned,
yes,
he has joined the political party as General Secretary. Okay. Did he do a good job as in charge of Youth Congress or the NSUI? Yes, he did.
How?
And then what did he do?
How do I know?
The number of
who measured it?
The memberships.
Who measured it?
Memberships of the Youth Congress to 1 crore, to nearly 1 crore, 85 lakh. 85 lakh. Okay. So now having done that,
NSUI has been losing repeatedly.
He went to canvass in various states.
Today in Delhi University,
you saw the
they have
kind of
lost all
support
the
he
seats.
received in UP. Of course, we didn't have a state leadership. That's a different matter. But everywhere he went, Himachal, Karnataka, Uttarakhand, which you're now not taking into account, you're not reckoning this. Then after
I have something to say here.
After in 2009,
to Mr. Kalappa, can I say one thing?
Vice President of the party.
Arnab, how many rallies did he do in Maharashtra and Haryana?
After 9 years of being
how much time did he give to Maharashtra and Haryana?
I'm going to,
he was totally indifferent.
It's a different matter that.
And he left the cadres, on the mercy of local leaders.
But that's fair and square. It's all right. It's all right to lose an election. After 10
the
years,
Congress
anti-incumbency
party,
will catch
their
up.
cadre has been
But we are
deserted
not
by
going
their
to be
leadership.
affected by that.
We are in a very unique situation today where the Congress cadre has been deserted by the Congress leadership.
He has taken the responsibility. So, of course, we would commend him for that.
Arnab, Tamil Nadu Congress, Youth Congress was duly elected.
No.
Tamil Nadu, another Youth Congress leadership was also elected 2 times. But Raghul Gandhi, over email, he dissolved that one. That is also one of the few grudges against this central leadership by Tamil Nadu. Mr. Raghul Gandhi gave the seat to Kanimozhi with 5 MLAs of Congress, and when it came to G K Vasan, he did not give it. That is also one reason. Because Raghul Gandhi does not have a clear-cut approach about their alliances. He was talking to one section, and Tamil Nadu, he was talking to another section. He went 5 times to Tamil Nadu, and he did not have the courtesy to call on Mr. Karunanidhi at least once when they were in power.
And if these were such revolutionary steps by Rahul Gandhi,
and I want to add one thing.
Steps by Rahul Gandhi, why did he discontinue it? Why is he not continuing it today? And if they were continued, what is the result? We have all seen.
And is it true he's being forced?
He is nowhere to be seen.
And there are all these theories. There are all these theories, Mr. 1 second. There are all these theories also, Mr. Kalappa, that he's being forced to continue, that he's not actually interested. He spent a lot of time outside of Delhi, that he's not seriously meeting people. I mean, when I asked Mr. Vasan today, when was the last time you met Rahul Gandhi, he couldn't remember. I asked this question to several senior Congress leaders. When was the last time you had a serious interaction, a political interaction with Rahul Gandhi? They can't fairly well remember. So what is his daily schedule?
He has no interest.
What is his dadaily schedule?
Being a politician,
what
10
is his,
years.
What is
he
his?
could not get groomed to become the Congress leader.
Yeah. So what is his? What are these meetings?
For 10 years. Manmohan Singh invited him to join the ministry. He did not.
Is he?
At the same time, Madam Sonia Gandhi gave the leadership.
Is he
Vice President of the leadership?
Is he interested?
She formed a committee.
No, Mr. Kalappa, Mr. Kalappa, is it true he's not interested beyond the point in day-to-day politics? That impression is gaining ground.
I think you're misinformed totally, Arnab. I don't think.
No, he's always been part-time.
No, is he part-time? Sabha says he's part-time.
No,
he's always been part-time. That's the whole problem, you know.
I don't know what part-time means in Sabha's dictionary.
Sabha, what do you mean?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kalappa. I'll tell you, Mr. Kalappa. Now I'll just say one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Arnab, I want to repeat something that happened during the election campaign.
Go ahead.
I want to say it right now. The day that Smriti Irani went to Amethi to campaign, I did a show with you. The next day I went out to a very local Chinese restaurant. Mr. Rahul Gandhi was sitting in a Chinese restaurant with some friends. I mean, it's the kind of thing you don't write about, you don't say, but now the months have passed. When everyone is campaigning away in his constituency, he was sitting in a Chinese restaurant in Delhi the day after Smriti Irani was declared the candidate for the BJP in Amethi, right? I mean, I was a bit shocked because my own thought was, my God, people deserve politicians who take this more seriously. During an election campaign, it's his private life, I have nothing against it, but at the heat of the campaign, he is cited all over Delhi, very casually. In politics, it's a full-time occupation, be it Narendra Modi, be it even Arvind Kejriwal or anyone. It is everybody, and for Rahul Gandhi, it's always been casual.
1 second.
He has never given an impressive speech in Parliament, not once.
No, 1 second. I want to make one point, Sabha.
There is a problem.
No, 1 second. Hartosh, 1 second. I'd like to get Hartosh in. I'd like to reiterate that even in the middle of an election campaign.
But I must tell you,
Brajesh,
I must tell you, Sabha, because this is something you said about Rahul Gandhi, and this is something I must point out, that we have a Prime Minister of India today who says, I have not taken a 15-minute vacation. But really, if one doesn't take a 15-minute vacation, what kind of a decision will he take? Because if the mind is not...
Decisions that he is taking is being reflected in the results.
Machine.
And the country is repeatedly endorsing the decisions of the Prime Minister.
Holy books say that take
our
2 days
friends from Congress are still in the vacation mindset, and it seems that they are all willing and eager to go into a permanent vacation. And if this mindset stays
this
so,
is exactly what will happen.
people of this country
If a
are
person
going to
doesn't
send
take
them to a
recreation,
permanent vacation.
doesn't take rest, this is exactly what will happen.
No, Mr. Kalappa,
What is this argument?
Mr. Kalappa,
Narendra Modi is doing exactly the same.
Mr. Kalappa, 1 second. I want to get Hartosh in, but before I go to Hartosh, I don't think. No, 1 second. Mr. Kalappa, I reiterate.
Every one of his decisions is a copycat decision. Every one of his decisions. Swachh Bharat, Nirmala Bharat, everything is copycat. Only thanks to this, I would suggest Mr.
Yes.
Narendra Modi
No, please.
begins by
At
taking
least
15
you must
minutes
acknowledge
vacation right at the very
The
beginning.
depth and width, the people of India, it has become
Mr.
a people's
Kalappa, we want
movement
the
now.
Congress
Those
to
were all your
revive.
Sarkari programs.
Aman
There is a
Sinha,
great
Aman
difference.
Sinha,
Development
I
is
want the
turning into a
Congress to
people's
revive.
Gentlemen, watch it. Aman Sinha, I want to say something
What are
here.
you talking
Aman
about?
Sinha, Aman
This is
Sinha.
kind of inspirational leadership.
Mr. Sinha, no, 1 sec.
Provided to this country.
Let me just state my
How can you even compare it to what Rahul Gandhi
let me state my view tonight. Mr. Aman Sinha, let me state my view. In response to the little anecdote which has been shared by Sabha, which I must say is quite interesting and juicy anecdote. The point is this, that no, I believe my own view is, Hartosh, that everybody has a right to take holidays. And if you want to take a holiday in the middle of election season, that's also okay. If you don't want to be in your constituency and want to be in Delhi, that's also okay. If you don't want to be campaigning and you want to be in Delhi and you want to
That's also
you want to have a Chinese meal with a bunch of close friends, that's also okay. And if you feel that not just you but the Prime Minister who you are up against should also take more holidays, that's also okay. In fact, if Raghul Gandhi says today I'll work 2 days and take 5 days holiday, that's also okay. But the point is what is okay for Raghul Gandhi working for the Congress party? Hartosh, that's the question.
the crucial problem is that it does not matter if Rahul Gandhi was actually campaigning every day in Amethi or was working every day here or not working. The problem is that we should not invent excuses for Rahul Gandhi. It is not disinterest, it is incompetence. He is unfit for the post he is holding. It doesn't matter what he does, he cannot save this party. The problem is simply, I think even Ram Guha used the word, he is at best mid-level manager material who's been put in the position of the CEO. It will just not cut ice, he cannot deliver.
Is that reality hitting? Is everyone wrong?
With the
What do I
Sabha,
say?
No, what's it?
giving some
Mr. Rajagopal.
anecdotes. Because inside Parliament, Arnab, inside Parliament, Mr. Raghul Gandhi takes the view and clue from Pappu Yadav. He cannot stand and counter Modi inside the Parliament. I have been watching him from the press gallery. And moreover, when the Delhi election fiasco was there, he said he will follow Aam Aadmi Party's principles. What type of thought he has on political matters? He should also lead the opposition party. He should not hide behind Pappu Yadav in Parliament.
You see, there have to be,
come forthright.
No, targets of success and limits of failure. Targets of success and limits of failure are very important to set. Aman Sinha, simple question to you tonight. Okay, all the losses of the past have been a mistake. All the losses are because you've been in power for 10 years. Suppose you lose Jharkhand, then you lose Jammu and Kashmir, and then you also lose Delhi. That means you would have, Rahul Gandhi would have the dubious distinction of leading you to 10 losses, successive losses. Then what? Will he remain even after that?
You're asking a question
No,
to me?
no, question is to the Congress, don't answer for the Congress, yes.
And you have not
my name,
counted,
therefore I was-
you have not counted the victories in
No, 10 losses, he continues.
in Himachal Pradesh. You have not counted the victories in
Which?
Uttarakhand.
That is pre-2004 Lok Sabha, Kalappa.
If you want to be uncharitable
Himachal
to a
Pradesh is
person,
Veerbhadra
if you
Singh.
want to make snide
It's a
remarks
strong
about
local
what he's
leadership.
eating, what he's not eating, you're welcome to
It's
do.
a-
You know,
it's a
it's your
flip.
personal
Himachal
channel,
Pradesh
so
is
you're welcome to
naturally
make all kinds of
switches.
snide remarks about anybody.
It's
really,
not
I mean,
Rahul
you're
Gandhi.
really welcome to do it.
Don't take away credit from the state leadership.
I'm only asking you, out of fairness, I think you have to be a little more considerate. You have to be a little more considerate to the situation, to the circumstances which one is in.
Which?
You know, it's not fair according to me. to say
What
that,
considerate?
after 10 years,
what you're doing is harming your
after
party.
15 years, why haven't you won an election? According to me, I think it's a little unfair, but knowing Arnab
Why should
Goswami,
anyone
of
be
course,
considerate
you've
to
not
someone?
been known to be extremely, fair on everything. So you're welcome to go ahead and, make all these snide remarks. You're welcome to do what you like to. But I'm only making a humble point to you that try and be a little fair when judging.
Mr. Kalappa, don't give me a sentimental response. No, one second.
Watership.
In spirit of this fairness, we should all mention that he deserted the Congress party in midst of campaign in Maharashtra and Haryana. He deserted the Congress cadres.
No, Mr. Kalappa,
He is
first
not
of all,
even willing to engage with
first of all,
He is
first of
not
all,
willing to engage with media.
What did Mr.
He is not willing to,
Prithviraj
and
Chauhan
that has resulted into
senior
mutiny
ministers
and
refused
revolt
to
in the
protest.
Congress party.
Prithviraj
Raghul
Chauhan
Gandhi's
say in his famous
Several union
interview.
ministers of
In all fairness,
UPA
we must be
government
saying
What
did
did
this
not
also.
Prithviraj Chauhan say?
no, Mr. Kalappa, first of all, I completely disagree with the sentimental that you answer that you've given to me to my very factual question. I think responding with emotion to fact is not a good thing.
You were making snide remarks.
I wasn't. I said, Mr.
And what he was.
What was the snide remark?
Made some
Sabha was
factual
sniggering.
observations.
Very well, it's very well for you. Like I said, it's your personal channel, so you're welcome to make
Mr.
what
No,
you
it
like.
is not, Mr. Kalappa. The
Like
fact
I told
is,
you,
Mr.
I would judge him.
Can I
would
get in,
judge him.
Arnab?
I would be a little more fair while dealing with him and say that after 10 years it's difficult to win election.
No, I'll tell you,
After
Mr.
10 years,
Kalappa, what is fair?
Of being in
Okay,
power,
Arnab, I
would
want to
say
say
that
one
it
thing
is
to
little
Mr.
difficult.
Kalappa, very
But
urgent.
No, Mr. Kalappa, I'll say something to you. No, Mr. Kalappa.
Can I say one thing?
Mr. Kalappa, I'll tell you one thing. There is a famous film star's son. Okay, the film star's son gets launched. I'm not naming the film star. A legendary star's son gets launched. And his first movie is a flop. And he's allowed a series of flops. And after a point of time, he has to perform at least at a basic mediocre level. And if he doesn't perform for 10 years and 15 years, even that legendary actor's son can no longer have any say at the #1 spot in Bollywood. I'm giving you an example of Bollywood. Now I'm asking you here today, suppose a Gandhi family member, how many attempts do they get at success? How many? Mr. Kalappa? 5, 6, 7, 9, 10?
How many attempts at success did you give Mr. Lalkrishna Advani from 2004 till 2014?
Oh, please.
Mr.
No, I
Advani.
want
please,
to say,
please.
Okay, I want to get in.
Okay.
Arnab, allow me to
No, one second. Sabha is countering. Sabha.
Mr. Kalappa,
Sabha is countering
hear me
that.
out. As someone who's covered the BJP for many years,
Did you
Mr.
check
Kalappa,
whether
have no
Lalkrishna
doubt.
Advani was eating?
Have
Or
no
whether he was
doubt.
eating
I have
Chinese,
covered the
or whether he was eating
BJP.
South
If
Indian
Mr.
food?
Narendra
Did you
Modi
put
had
anybody on the
failed,
job to check?
allow me to
Did
say one thing,
Sabha
Mr.
check,
Kalappa.
what
You
kind
can
of food Mr.
allow me,
Lalkrishna Advani was
Mr.
eating?
Kalappa, allow
my
me to
friend
say.
is completely short of answers.
No, 1 second. Yes.
He's totally
Okay,
bankrupt now. So,
if Mr.
let me
Narendra
just come
Modi-
in. Arnab.
No, 1 second. I'll let Sabha come in, please.
Arnab,
Aman.
No, Aman, hear me.
This,
Aman,
this
let
is
me finish one
the
thing.
kind of,
Aman, let me finish one
feudal
thing.
politics,
Mr. Kalappa,
the
be
kind
very
of
clear.
archaic
In
and
this
regressive
whole time
ideas
when Mr.
that
Narendra
Congress
Modi
was
became the
practicing
PM
and
candidate,
preaching.
had
This
he
is what has
failed?
resulted into their, loss not
No,
only in
Mr.
these
Aman,
general
you're not
elections,
letting me finish.
but also in
Because
both these
Aman Sinha wants
states.
to give a continuous-
And now it is,
continuous
There were
report of
other
everything.
people
different
there.
level of
Yes.
psychophancy we have, descended to. It is amazing.
Because they have no stakes at all. Both Mr. Rajagopal and Aman Sinha have no stakes.
No.
But they just
No,
want
this
to
is
add
not
a
a
little bit of
balanced
masala.
Sabha.
thing.
No.
Mr. Kalappa,
Are we not
all
entitled
I've
to
been trying
Are we
to
not
say-
entitled to speak,
We will
Brijesh?
come to the discussion.
No,
I'm trying
we
to say
cannot.
this.
One second, 1 minute again. One at a time. Mr. Rajagopal, one at a time. Mr. Rajagopal.
Non-family members.
Can I just
Congress is
finish
heading
one
for
thing?
No.
a major split turn up. It
Arnab,
initialized
I've
by
been trying to
Mr.
say
Those
No.
are, those
I
are his
tell you, there are
wishes.
6 union
Those are Mr.
ministers
Rajagopal's
ready to
wishes.
come out
He
and
wishes
say
that the
that.
Congress...
Okay, Mr. Kalappa, straight question to you. Straight question to you, Mr. Kalappa.
Brijesh, that
Straight
is
question. No,
evident in
straight
reality.
question to you,
Today
Mr.
what happened in
Kalappa.
Tamil Nadu was
No,
a revolt.
straight question to you. One second. Let me ask this question here. Mr. Kalappa, name one Congress leader of some consequence who Rahul Gandhi has nurtured at the topmost level. Name one.
There are no Congress
Arnab,
leaders now.
I really,
My friend is laughing. There's no one.
No, I really wonder about you, Arnab, because if there was
Why?
an entire cabinet.
Why?
Would this entire cabinet
The entire
have been
Manmohan Singh
constituted?
cabinet was nurtured by
would
Mr.
they have
Raghul
been
Gandhi.
constituted without Rahul Gandhi saying yes or no
Ah.
in a
Good news
particular
now.
way?
So
And
you're
they
saying
want
Rahul
to ask
Gandhi
me
nurtured Chidambaram?
And
leader.
then therefore he was
Second
also
question,
responsible
second question.
for all
You're
these scams
Okay,
and
second
scandals
question.
that
You're
happened
asking me a question.
in the Manmohan cabinet.
Second question. Take a second
You're asking me a
question.
question.
Second question. Can I ask you a second question?
But what I'd like to tell you, is that your question is, is absolutely mischievous.
Oh,
Is
I'm
absolute-
always accused of this.
That's what
Nothing
I
new.
like.
Through the last 19 years of my journalistic career, I have only been accused of mischief by politicians. I take that as a compliment as well. My second question to you is, Mr. Kalappa, let me ask you another question. You can describe it as mischievous, frisky, whatever. My second question to you: is there a reservation system at the top of the Congress party? I mean, if Rahul Gandhi has failed, can you bring in Jyotiraditya Scindia, for example? Give him a shot. What do you think? Is it an evil thought?
Why you imagine, Arnab, that...
No, why?
I don't know why you imagine, Arnab, that the decision to make Rahul Gandhi the vice president or so on and so forth has not been, thought out, has not been, taken by
suppose,
consensus. I don't know why.
Suppose there are, can anyone else get a top, can anyone else replace Rahul Gandhi?
Labor under the impression.
No, can anyone else replace? It's a basic question. I ask a simple question. I'm surprised nobody's asking it.
Because Congress party is ruled by the dynasty.
To become
There
vice
is no
president.
meritocracy.
I don't know
and
if you
therefore
know that there
will be, there will only be some Nehru family,
there are AICC sessions held
descendant
with
there as the
regularity.
president of the Congress.
No, sir, my question to you is...
This is what my friend is also saying.
Put to the AICC.
Mr.
Without the AICC's concurrence, these things can't go through.
No,
There is no
why you don't
meritocracy.
see
That
this.
is the point
Kalappa.
that Mr. Vasan was also making.
I don't know why you don't see this basic fact.
It's only dynasty, complete dynasty.
This is not a situation where one person takes a decision. In every state,
You didn't answer my question.
Without consultation of the
Mr.
state leadership.
Nalappa, how many people
now you're
in
raising
this
the issue of
Congress
Mr.
working
Vasan.
committee can win
If
an
Mr.
election?
Vasan,
How many of them
do you
are
think
elected?
that, any decision has been taken in Tamil Nadu without consulting the rank and
Congress
file
working
in
committee
Tamil
have
Nadu?
one election.
Why do you
This
think
is
so?
what-
I don't know why.
Or have
Why
they
you're
entered
belaboring
Rajya
kind of
Sabha?
Yes, this is
mistaken
exactly what
impression.
state president
No,
said.
your whole
totally wrong.
structure
He was
is
not even-
Okay, last question.
beholden to
Last
the
question.
family.
What your Tamil Nadu
Last question. Last question. Why did the Congress party avoid Newshour on Robert Vadra yesterday?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Arnab. I must make an admission to you today that one, I don't watch Newshour, okay? And not
He only
frankly
comes
do
on
I
that.
watch any other channel for that matter. But I honestly don't know if anybody went for your channel yesterday or not. I was asked to come today and I've come.
Rajesh Kalappa, I take your,
We have to come to this conclusion.
I take your point.
We have to come to this conclusion that Congress is heading for a major split
We'll
with
watch.
the initialization of Mr. Vasan's exit, because it is going to be a tussle between leadership and the family.
Okay.
Arnab, the unfortunate part is that Congress is not even willing to acknowledge that they are in a terminal decline. And if you don't acknowledge the reality, where is the scope of improvement and moving on? The congressmen themselves have given up on the Congress party. And therefore you see, this kind of mutiny and revolt happening in all the states in Congress party.
Okay, Aman Sinha, Brajesh Kalappa, Mr. Rajagopalan Sabha with her anecdotes and Hartosh Singh Bal. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.